G'day folks, this is Sim. Welcome back to Minecraft done from down under. Well, we finally got our slime, so we probably should see about putting together some leads. Now, you might notice that I have some additional bits and pieces in my inventory, and there's a reason for that. Before we actually use these leads and go out and gather up these horses, I really would like to do something to make the job a little bit easier, and that means making some potions. And if we're going to make potions, we're going to have to head into the Nether, try and find some nether wart and a blaze rod. So that's actually going to be our priority right now. Before we do that though, I do have some levels up. So I'm going to run an enchant and see if we can... Now why did I come down here? As I was saying, I'm going to run an enchant on a diamond sword and see if we can get some looting. So we'll see how we go with that first. We've got a few extra diamonds that I picked up while I was exploring, doing the mapping up here, and I do have an episode that I'm planning to do which will cover all of the bits and pieces that I found on that journey, so don't feel like I've left anybody out. Let's see how we go here first though. Well, we might need some sticks. Not quite as prepared as I would have liked to have been, but hopefully I'm getting a little bit better. Alright, let's see how we go. We better take some of these torches down. Now I have been doing a bit of prep work, and I will show you that before we head off to do the trip to the Nether. But let's see how we go. That's my second Bane of Arthropod sword. I'm not getting a lot of luck with swords. Now the other thing we're probably going to have to look at is my armor is getting pretty dodgy, and I'd prefer to have a full set of diamond, but I haven't really had the opportunity to properly go branch mining yet, so that will have to wait a little bit longer. But I do want to just quickly enchant up some fresh fresh iron armor, and that way we'll have the best setup that we can before we head off into the Nether. 4 levels, that should be plenty. Just finish off these guys. I need to take some time and make up a variable enchanting table, and I'll do that and show everybody how to do it as well at the same time. I'm sure a lot of you probably already know how, but hey, if somebody doesn't, then that's cool. So what did we get there? Aqua Affinity, Protection 1, Protection 1. Look, that'll do for now. And let's get rid of these. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Throw that in there. We might combine a couple of pieces. As a matter of fact, we've got projectile protection and projectile protection. I think we got protection and yep, so we can't really combine those. That one was Aqua Affinity and that one was Protection 1. Let's just have a quick look and see whether we've got to use those extra couple of levels. Nine levels. It's only iron armor. It's probably not really worth the worry. But then again, we are going to be dealing with ghasts and other nasties, so a little bit of extra won't help, and it won't take very long down here. It's not like we're going to level 30 or anything like that. Now, I've been playing with the sound levels, so let me know how we're going. Is the sound of the mobs too loud? I've got the music turned on at the moment as well, so that may come on while we're playing. Please let me know again if you think it's too loud. I'd rather leave the game sounds running if I can. So it's just a case of figuring out what's best. Unfortunately, some of C418's new sounds have downloaded, but it seems like the Amazon servers have been playing up, so not all of the sounds have actually downloaded into game yet. For those of you who don't know, C418 is the guy who does all of the music for Minecraft. He's just released an album called Minecraft Volume Beta. You'll find it in a bunch of places. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp, Google Play. But most of the songs have also been added to Minecraft, and there's an update that's going on in the background at the moment whenever you fire up the launcher to try and download those sounds. So you probably will find that if you're playing 1.7, I don't know whether it will update for those who are still playing 1.6.4. Oh, and there goes that anvil. Okay, fortunately we have a fair amount of iron. Now, as for the portal, I don't really want to have the sounds too loud, so we might head down here. Then again, no, let's think about this. I want portals will tend to gravitate most of the time towards a similar level. Is it night? Or I'll certainly see how we go. Now, I thought that considering we're playing 1.7 and we do, whoops, have the opportunity to do this, we might make a portal that's not the standard size. Okay, let's see how we go. Alrighty, and bang. Very nice. So let's just take this down here. And I think I've got some steps. Yes, I do. I'll throw them in there. Actually, let's get rid of the extra stuff that I don't want. And that. And those. And those. Whoop. And the loot. So there we go. May as well do a little bit more tidying up while I'm here. Sorry about the sudden dose of OCPD. Alright, now food. Okay, we have everything we need. We'll get rid of the dirt and the stairs. And let's rock and roll, shall we? Okay, way out in the open. Alright, we need to do something about this quickly. And fortunately I brought some materials. So, let's... Ooh, and there they are already. Now, I'll give you a tip in a minute, but let's just focus very quickly on getting this barrier up to give us some protection from ghasts. It's interesting, the more pressure you're under, the harder it is to actually talk while you're building. It is a good idea though to get your portal blocked in as quickly as possible. Not there. It's nothing worse than getting stranded in the Nether with the only option for escape to be killing yourself. Nobody really wants that. Okay, so that will do for now. I will just very quickly, well, there's no way I can resist grabbing a little bit of this, but I will actually. I've got my fortune pick, haven't I? Silly boy. We should be doing it the right way. Okay. Oi. Alright, let's quickly grab some netherrack. That should be enough, hopefully. And throw that there. Grab those loose bits. May as well take that out. And here we go. We're almost finished. Okay, thanks for your patience. Right. Now, there is one thing that I consider a pretty important tip when it comes to the Nether, and that is when you go through, you really want to make sure that you have, whoops, not that way, a couple of essential things with you. The first is some wood, obviously, so that you can craft. You also want to take with you some solid blast resistance building blocks. Cobblestone is fine. I'm using the stone brick because I've got plenty of it and I like the way it looks. But the other thing that I think is well worth taking with you when you go to the Nether is an extra flint and steel. Because that way, if something does go wrong, I'll just make a chest here, and we'll make up the extra flint and steel. And we want to put this somewhere reasonably safe, so we'll stick it over in this corner over here. Should be resistant to glass. So, if the worst comes to the worst, and you find yourself in a situation where your portal's been taken out by a ghast, or you've died or something, and you need to be able to relight your portal, it always pays to leave an extra flint and steel behind. So, shall we go exploring? Now, I won't be really happy in the Nether until I've got some fire resistance potions, but obviously that's not going to happen until we find a stronghold. So the real question is how lucky were we? Doesn't appear to be anything this way. I'll have a proper scout around before we go too far away, just in case there is something close by. Okay. So pig, oh hello gas, there you are. Let's get some blocks on the bar. Ooh. Oh no you don't. Alright. We need to check that out. What's the bet it fell in lava? It doesn't look good. Ah, yes. Regen. Thank you very much. Well, that's assuming we get out of here alive and we get what we need. Alright, let's run back up here. Isn't it lovely how quickly lava disappears these days? Look at all this lovely quartz, and I don't have to share it with anyone because it's a solo LP. I'm not on a server. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I don't normally have a lot of trouble finding quartz even on servers. I tend to branch mine for quartz, and that means we don't normally have too much trouble getting it at all. Alright, now, fortune, yes. Might as well grab a bit of glowstone while we're here and we've got some easy to get stuff. Now, as I mentioned before, I've got another episode which I'm still putting together, which is going to be a series of clips. Oops, missed that. From the mapping after we found the swamp biome. I'm going to be honest, it's pretty cool. There was a lot of stuff found. Whoa. Getting down there could be interesting, but there isn't actually a stronghold down there, so don't know whether it's really going to be worth bothering. I really wish I could see further. I've got the view distance at max, but I am pretty sure that there is still a bug in 1.7.2 where even though you may have your view distance set at the maximum of 16, it caps out at 8 chunks, which is a little frustrating because my machine does a pretty good job when it comes to having a long view distance, and I really like to be able to see what's going on. So having it cut off like this is, we won't use the word annoying, we'll say a little frustrating. Alright, now we do need to be very careful because I'm skipping around fairly quickly here and I'm not really putting down any markers, and I don't want to get so far away that I end up getting lost, so we might want to do that. And while we think about it, it's probably going to be a good time to make up some torches. So let's do that. And as a matter of fact, while we're here, may as well play it safe. What? Again? Hello? Oh, come on, give me the shot, give me the shot. Do it that way. Be nice to get a return to sender, but not dying is probably a little more important right now. particularly considering that I've got my good diamond sword on me and we don't have a lot of diamonds at the moment. So dying here could be a worry, but we will play it safe and get rid of those. May as well get rid of those as well. Probably will pick up more gunpowder along the way. I'm going to keep the obsidian on me, and the same for the flint and steel, because in the worst case scenario, and that's the other thing that I meant to mention, you want to make sure you've got obsidian when you go through to the Nether, so if you do find yourself in a bad situation and you get lost, then you can always bounce back to the surface, to the main world, and find your way home from there. You just have to remember to use your F3 to get yourself as close to 0, so you'll be close to your spawn, and that's probably one of the simplest ways out. Do we want to go up or down? Don't think down goes anywhere, so we don't want to waste our fortune pick either, so let's dig into the wall here and work our way up. Okay, what have we got through here? Another ghast from the sounds of things. There it is. And it spotted me straight away. Missed. That was better. Okay, what do we have over here? Terrain still loading. No goodies. Oh yes, there it is. Excellent. Okay. That seems like a nice flat area. Now we're definitely tracking a fair way away from where we started, so I think now is a good time to start placing some markers. Now, we came through here, I think. Yep. So we'll put a little one here. And we'll put a torch on that side so that we know that that's the direction that we need to go. And a torch on top so that we can see it from a distance. And then we will come out to here and find a spot that is pretty visible. Ooh, careful. Such as up here, which hopefully will be visible for a reasonable distance. But when we can only see this far, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me, it certainly doesn't help. But for now, that's loading in finally. That's better. And we're gonna have to go over there. We can't actually see our marker, but if we put one there and one there, we know that that's the direction we need to go. And again, I'll just throw something on top so that it's visible from a distance. Now if we come down and we go this way, okay, we can see that one over there just barely, so I might put an extra one in here. Just to give an indication. Alright, So I do want to head down onto that plain over there, but we will have a quick look over this way first and see if there is anything over on this side, because our portal should be over there somewhere. Now what I'll do is I'll continue to have a look around the immediate surrounds, and hopefully we'll find something quickly. If we can't actually see anything in this direction, then what I will... Whoa! This is really taking its time to load in for some reason. Come on. I mean, I know it hasn't been generated before, but what's over there? It's going to make it hard to remember where I've gone and where I'm going if I don't have the landmarks to start off with. Okay. Well, I don't want to get too far away from my marker or move too much, or I am going to end up getting myself lost. Dying in the Nether is never fun. Okay. So, as I was saying, we'll do a quick scout around, and if I find a fortress quickly, then great. If not, then I'll cut out, I'll continue to explore, and I'll come back to you guys once we've found a fortress. Okay, so we've been through there, we've been across there, we actually went across there and headed around that way, and we had a look out this way. Okay, well it does look like we're going to be calling it an episode here. I'm at about the 25-minute mark now, which is where I prefer to keep my episodes. One of the things that I'm finding about recording Let's Plays is that time goes so quickly, and it seems like you've done nothing and the clock's run out. Now I will try to edit the episodes down and try and keep them as tight as I can so I can get as much in per episode, but if you can help me by letting me know whether you think the episodes that I've done so far and the episodes that I do over the next few episodes actually have stuff that could be cut out of them. If the stuff that you think is boring, then please let me know. If not, then I'll just keep going the way I'm going. We might not get quite as much done as I would like each episode, but look, I'm having fun either way, and I'll be honest, the less editing I do, the easier it is for me to get episodes out. So let me know what you think, and I'll be back in the next episode, hopefully with a Nether fortress, and I will endeavour to do the right thing, and if it looks like the situation's getting dire while I'm exploring, I will start recording again. I would not like my death to be in the Nether here, but if it is, then I will do what I can to share it with you all. Thanks for joining me. I hope you liked the video. If you want to hit the like button, I know I normally need a reminder when I'm watching to remember to hit that button before I refresh the page and go looking for something else. But either way, I've had a great time. I hope you have. Look after yourselves, everybody, and ciao for now.